So hello friends, welcome back to the class. In previous classes we started our fourth chapter, which is basic geometric ideas, and we started our first exercise with. We also covered several topics before this exercise. In this exercise we completed around 5 questions. From today onwards we start our last question of this exercise, which is totally based on true and false. True and false. It has options from A to K, and we need to tell about true and false basis on this figure. In this figure we have point Q, M, O, N and B. So these are the 5 points which are given in our question. With this figure help, we need to verify the following parts, in which we firstly write all the parts Q, M, O, N, R. Point is written as PT on line. So this is line symbol. B part we have M, O, N, R. Points on R. Line segment. And then whenever bar is above the 2 points, it is symbol as a segment, line segment. But when the bar is also here, but the 2 arrows are also at its end, so this is a symbol of line. C part we have M, N, R. End points on a line segment. B part we have O and N are end points of line segment, and then again E part we have M is one of end points of line segment, Q. C part we have M. In D part we have OP, not M. OP segment. In F part we have M is point on ray. This is symbol of ray. Bar with only one arrow. In G part we have ray. OP is different from ray. Q. This is also a given path. In H part we have ray. OP is same as ray. Remaining 3 parts we will do it after this, solving all these parts. Firstly we have 8 parts, and we need to verify these several 8 parts according to this given figure, and we need to verify whether they are true or false. In first part we have Q, M and O, N and P are points on line MN. So this is a line MN, and we have a point Q, M, O and P. These all are lie on this point, so it is true. I write all answers in before the given question. In B part we have M, O, N are points on a line segment N. MN, M, O, N. So we have a line segment from N, M to N, and we here have points M, O, N. M, O, N are points on this again true, because these all lie between line segment M. In C part we have M and N are endpoints on a line segment M. So we have M and N. This is M, this is N. And we have a line segment M and we need to verify these are the endpoints. Yes, this is starting with M and goes to N. So they are the endpoints. Again, this is true. In D part we have Q and O and N are endpoints of line segment OP. We have line segment O and P, and O and N are the endpoints. Starting with O and ends with P, so N is not a endpoint of OP segment. So this is false. So our D part will be false. In E part we have M is one of endpoints of segment QO. So the segment will be Q and O segment. And in given question we have M is the one endpoint. No, it is not an endpoint. It is a midpoint. So again, this is a false. In F question we have M is the mid. M is a point on ray OP. So we have a ray O and P. No, again this is not a. M is not false on OP. In G we have ray OP is different from ray QP. So we have ray OP. This is OP ray and is different from Q and P. No, it is similar because OP rays occurs in QP. So it is true answer. G part will be true. In F part we have ray OP is same as ray OM. So we have a ray OP is similar to OM. No, again this is not similar to OM because it covers 2 points. And in this part we only covers single point. In next question we have a ray is same as this. So this is a false because the distance between this OP and OM are totally different. This covers only 1 point, but in about OP it covers 2 parts. So this is all what are first 8 parts of our 6 question. These all are the answers of this. In first part we have true. In B part again we have a true. In C part again we have true. In D part we have false. In E part we again have false. In F false. G true and H. These are the first 8 parts of our given question. Let's solve our remaining 3 parts. On the basis of this figure, we simply verify our given parts. The remaining parts will be like I. In I part we have ray OM is not opposite to ray OP. In J part we have O is not an initial point of in K part we have N is the initial point of NP and N. So these are the 3 remaining parts of our this exercise. In I part we have ray OM is not opposite to ray OP. So we have ray OM which is not opposite to OP. It is false because it is opposite to OP. So answer will be false. In J part we have O is not an initial point of OP. In OP ray we have the initial point will be O because it starts with O. So it's again will be false. In K part we have N is the initial point of NP and N. NP and yes, it is true because the both rays start with N and this is the initial. So this is all about our first exercise. And it is a last question of our first exercise 4.2. So let's move forward and start our next topic, which is our curves, polygons, adjacent lines, vertex, and circles. And first we have topic curves. So this will be turning points of any line without, not without, it's maybe of any line may or not may be regular. So the curve will be like this, circle curve. These are the curves. The second topic we have polygons. Polygons are joining of line segments and they meet at a particular point called polygons. So we have a line, like by taking an example, we have line and we have two lines like this and this. It isn't the close. It's important that it must be a closed shape. It must be of a closed shape. When we have two lines, it doesn't meet at any point, so this is not a polygon. When we have a three line like this, this and this, so these are the 3 points and they meet at each other at a particular 2 points. So this is our triangle polygon. For only 1 and 2 line, no polygon is formed. But from the further of 3 lines, we get our first polygon, which is triangle. When we have 4 lines, we get a square polygon. 1 and 2, they meet at this point. This line is meeting at this point. This line is meeting at this point, and this line is meeting at this point. This is all according to our question. When we have more than 4 lines, we again get these are the meeting points of 2 line segments. This is called pentagon. When we have 6 sides, we have line. These all are the meeting points of our line segments, and this is a fully closed circle, fully closed state. This is about our polygon topic. Polygon is basically start with triangle. It doesn't start forming with double or single line segments. So next topic is sides. Side definition is similar to polygon. 2 common lines meeting at a point with their path called lines. Like we have a straight line. This is the meeting points of this line. They are called. This is called this of side, and this is called side. This is all about of side. So our vertex will be like. So then the vertex we have again the similar definition there. The meeting, only the words are changes, word form will be changed. The meeting points of 2 lines called vertex. The number of lines will be more than 2. With a single line, it doesn't form a vertex or side or polygon. So when we have a three lines and we make a triangle polygon. So these are the vertex. From where the particular line starts or ends is called a vertex. So this is called a vertex. Next topic we have adjacent sides. Again, this definition will be similar to it, which means when we have a four sides, four lines, which form a sphere, and we have a four vertex or column points. Okay, adjacent sides, the neighbor of a line is called adjacent. For this, it is a neighbor. For this, again, this is a neighbor. For this, again, this is. So the neighboring line or line segment is called the adjacent sides of a polygon. So on the basis of all these topics, we reach our second exercise, which is exercise 4.2. With these small topics, we need to cover our several exercises in this chapter. So let's start our next exercise, which is exercise 4.2. Exercise 4.2. This exercise, we have first question as we need to verify whether a figure will be open or closed. So these are the two options which are given, and we need to verify whether they are open or closed. First figure we have Z shape, or B figure we have a closed shape of any diagonal. In C figure we have a line. In D we have, we make D here, we have a triangle, and in E we have a four shape bucket like shape. These are our five options of our first question of our second exercise. In this question, we need to verify whether they are open or closed shape. In first part, we simply see that this is a simple open part. So here we have the answer will be open, not closed. It answer will be open. In B part, we simply see that it have a closed shape. It doesn't open or cut at any points. So this is called a closed. In C part, we have a circular line with zigzag form, and again it is a open set. I told you all the solutions of every exercises of our maths subject. In D part, we have a triangle shaped polygon having three sides. Again, we simply say it is totally closed with three sides and doesn't open at any way. So this is closed. In E part, again we have a four side shape which is look like similar to a bucket. This is a closed shape for it. Again we have a closed. Always start with a point and ends with a point. With a open closed shape, doesn't leave or cut at any where is called a open. This is all about our first question. So our second question will be, draw rough diagrams to illustrate the following. We need to again the question is based on closed. Firstly we have a open part. We need to draw rough diagram. In previous question we given some figures and we verify whether they are open or closed. But in second question it is simple. It is totally opposite according to our previous question. We need to draw a roughly figure of these two options. In open we simply draw this, 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 this. So they all are the roughly diagrams of our open shape. Or closed, we simply make this. All these are the closed shape and these are the open. Questions are very simple and easy for understanding. This chapter is totally basic about our thoughts. We only think here and we get our answers. The third question we have: draw any polygon and shade its interior. Again, we need to draw a polygon. Draw a polygon and shade its area or region called. In third question, we need to draw a polygon and shade it, means completely fill its region. The polygons are those shapes which are totally closed and are made with line segments, and they are totally start with 3 line segments. They don't start with single or double. Simply we make a square and we fill this as our required. So this is our square polygon, and we totally fill with a marker. This is all about our third question, which is very easy. So in next question we have our fourth part, which is: can the given figures and answer the questions. Consider the given figures and answer the questions. It is a curve. So we again in the fourth question we have a shape like star, and we have 2 parts. It is it a curve or is it closed? So these are the 2 parts of our fourth question. In this question we have a shape like star. We need to verify these 2 parts. In first part we have it is a curve. Yes, it is a curve because it's moved to anywhere. This. Without replacing the pen, we make a star shape. In the B part, we have it is a closed surface. Yes, it is again a closed because it doesn't cut or leakage at any point, and we simply fill it without any disturbance. So this is our fourth question also. So both part answer will be yes. In fifth part, we have a word problem question in which we need to verify these 3 parts. The first part we have state if possible each of the following with a rough diagram. We need to again draw a rough diagram. A closed curve that is not a polygon. B part we have an open curve made up entirely of segments. C part we have a polygon with 2 sides. So this is all about our second exercise of this chapter. And we have fifth question. In this question we have 3 parts in which we made a rough diagram according to this word problem. In first part we have a closed curve that is not a polygon. We make a closed curve, closed shape curve, but it doesn't made a polygon. Simply we made a like this. This is our first option. In second we have a circle. Circle is the best to close this curve, which is not a polygon. So these are the two rough figures of our first part. In B part we have an open curve made up entirely of line segments. We need to here draw an open curve which will be entirely made up of line segments. So line segments will be joining of 2 points are called, this is a AB segment. We need to draw open curve which are entirely made up of line segments. Simply we made M. This is the first point, second point, third, fourth, fifth. These are the first segment, second segment, third segment, fourth segment. When we reverse it, it makes a second step, which will be first segment, from here to here second, from here to third, from here to here fourth segment. So these are the two parts of our in B part. Two examples of our B part. In C part we have a polygon with two sides. In previous topics I told you that the polygons start with three because it needs because it required a closed area or a called. Previously I told you that the polygon doesn't start with single or double line because it's required a closed area. With the three sides, it's make a triangle which is starting off a polygon shape. So this is all about our second exercise and all about our for this class. If you face any problem in previous exercises or in previous chapters, please ask in my comment section. And if you like my class, please subscribe, share and like it. Thank you for today.